Infernal blessings, infernal greetings to all. Welcome to 2024. It is our time for those who are left hand path practitioners to continue the journey of transformation. There's various things that we can learn when we look back upon the year that just ended. One of the things that can benefit you is to do a thorough introspection on the highs, the lows, the mids of the previous year. As we continue our journey, one thing that I've taken note upon is the constant forcing of other people's opinions, beliefs, so on and so forth upon someone else. What I've learned is everyone has their own path, their own journey. It may agree with yours or it may not. And your journey is for you to be 100% involved within your journey, not so much externalizing what A, B, C through Z is going through and how that is important or not important to you. For example, our people tend to get very distracted by nonsense, usually external nonsense. What do I mean? P. Diddy did this and Diddy did that, and he slept with this, that, and the other. Who gives a damn? Why are y'all all concerned with what this guy's doing? So long as he's not hurting kids, he could sleep with A through Z if he chooses to. How he chooses, when he chooses, none of our damn business. But the fact that you need entertainment from outside yourself just shows how miserable or bored you are within yourself. Get out of people's business. What he does in his bedroom, closet, laundry room, whatever, is his business. Like I said, so long he's not violating or hurting others, example, kids, then he could do what the heck he wants. But I understand why people get so distracted by that. It's because our people are easily influenced and activated to celebrity worship. If you don't worship a god, a goddess, the god, or so on and so forth, however you want to term it or label it to make you feel superior or happy within your miserable world, then there's a remedy for that. Give you something external for you to worship, and that is a celebrity. That could be a singer. That could be an actor or actress. And you guys eat it up and gobble it up as if you know these people. You don't know anything about them unless you grew up around them when they were young and actually were real physical friends, which a lot of y'all were not. Then why does it bother you what this person does or doesn't? Because you're under a celebrity worship syndrome. You actually are sick mentally. You may not like it, but you are. The left-hand path has a remedy for that. Although some of you on this path do the same celebrity type worship, you make videos about celebrities as if that's a big deal. You make videos about celebrities and you channeling them. Stop the nonsense and the madness. Why don't you channel a message for yourself about mastering yourself and stop worrying about everything outside of yourself? Left-hand path has a remedy for that. It's called shadow work. But shadow work has been a part of left-hand path since the beginning of left-hand path. This level of left-hand path is not what you find out there. There's very few people who actually do this left-hand path type of shadow work, which is more than just journaling and meditating. We do some invoking, we do some ritual work, we do a lot of different things that is not for everyone. It will never be for everyone. And we should be fine with that. We're not out here trying to convert the world and teach the world about the left-hand path. It's for a select few and has always been for a select few. But everybody has their journey. If our journeys cross paths, then it's all good. You and me can be good friends if that's where it leads to. Or we could just be acquaintances on this journey, on this working, on this path. That's fine. That's more than fine. But to believe that I should care about everything happening outside of myself is the biggest lie you've been given and the biggest lie you accept. Ultimately, the first law of this universe has always been self-preservation. This universe in itself is always preserving itself. You should preserve yourself above all others. And that sounds hurtful and demonic to some of y'all because you all want to be so Messiah type, help the world type of mentality. And this is where you fail. That is where you fail. You cannot help everyone, especially if you haven't helped yourself. Some of you all need some serious shadow work. Some of you all should not be making videos. Some of y'all should not be teaching classes. I'm just being real. The ones who've done the work, you could see it. They're not on YouTube every day, every other day, every week, every 5 minutes. They're not on Instagram every 5 seconds. They're not on Facebook every 5 seconds. They're not posting memes every 5 seconds. And there's a reason for that. They are working on self. They are doing the work of the self, leading towards self-mastery. A true adept understands that there's natural laws that govern this world, Ma'at, but they also understand that we predate the natural laws of this world, Ma'at, and we come from a time of Isfet, which religious minds make these two seem like good and evil. That's religious mindset. And people come into the Kemetic, they come into the African, they come to a lot of these different traditions from a Western mindset. I don't care what you want to say to defend that or go against it. Most of us came into this with a Western mindset. And it takes time and years to understand that that point of view is not healthy when you're dealing with certain work. We predate Ma'at. We are Isfet. We are disorder. We are chaos. Chaos predates Ma'at. How do you know? Because for me to create order, chaos had to have already been in existence. I can't create order out of something that's not presently happening. The universe was created in chaos. This earth was created in chaos. Your world, your inception into this world was created in chaos. Now, because of that very notion, then you start to get the idea of what a true chaos being is. It's not someone who is erratic, someone who just says, oh, this is chaos, and I'm just going to do it because it's chaos. That's called ignorance. Chaos is not ignorance because there's a harmony to the chaos. Chaos is I'm leading my life every day. I'm comfortable in my life. And something happens that throws off that comfortability. And how I react to that chaos leads to me being a chaos being or not. A real chaos being will take that uncomfortability that came in and understand why it happened, how to use it, and transform through it. Not just say, oh, well, it's chaos and it happened. So, hey, let me just keep doing my life. You ain't done nothing. It's there because it's teaching you something. Can you sit there and learn what it's trying to teach you? Can you meditate on that? Can you introspect on that? You know, we say this quite often, but I don't think people catch it. Set, Tech, Sutech is the master of chaos, is a chaotic master. And the representation of that chaos is the symbolism of storms, like sandstorms, desert storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, so on and so forth. But in these storms, there's always something that allows us to understand in the midst of the storm. Let's take a tornado. The tornado spinning, creating havoc. But in the middle of the tornado is actually the eye of calm. The calmness is able to suck up everything and take everything in. And then in this destruction begins a new creation. That is a vampiric alchemical process as well. You should know that when you devour something as a vampire, you also are beginning the process of creation of something new in your life and for that target that you fed upon. A vampire is a true chaos being as well because they learn how to live in that chaos and create and destroy within the chaos. So they take that energy in. They devour that energy, but they stay calm in the middle of the chaos. They stay calm within their journey that has chaos always happening. Not, oh my God, chaos, I'm thrown off and I'm upset. I'm angry at the world and I want to destroy everything. No, it's happening because you still haven't learned your lesson. You're still reacting. You're not creating. You're reacting. You're not creating. We are proactive. We are creative beings as chaos beings. We are creative beings as chaos beings. The chaos is what we use as the catalyst to our creation. We don't wait for the chaos to come. We don't wait for opportunities to happen. We don't wait for things to come into our life. We create it. Are you a creator or a waiter? A creator makes things happen. In 2024, are you going to wait for things to happen? Or are you going to create what you want to happen? Ravana, what do you mean create? Exactly that. The biggest misnomer is thoughts create things. Your thoughts do not create things. That's part of the formula. Thoughts propelled by your passion, emotions create things. Do you know how crazy this world would be if every thought you had manifested into reality? It would be disturbing what would happen in this world, what we would see if every thought became a reality. That is not the case. Only your thoughts that are propelled, that are put into motion through your very passion, your emotions become a reality. Think about that the next time you're trying to have something manifest. Your very thought is just that, it's a thought. And it may or may not become reality because you're not vested in it. Your passion is not behind it. But if you're very passionate about it, your emotions are involved, you then create your reality. See, Sith understand this, as opposed to the Jedi who say there is no emotions, there's only peace. You are dead without your emotions. Without your energy in motion, without that energy in motion, you are literally like a dead, stagnant being. Sith understand peace is a lie. Not that there is no true peace, that the appearance of the belief of this painted picture of what peace is a lie. But passion is real because passion is what creates. We understand that. So, all my chaos beings, you really want to be chaotic? Then fuel your thoughts by your passion. Then you'll manifest a world of chaos that is constantly in transformation, is constantly transmuting to develop a superior mindset, a superior being. Now, that disturbs those who want equality because equality is also a lie. We are not all equal. We were never all created equal. And to believe so means you've also believed the lie, accepted the lie. Therefore, you're living in the middle of the lie and will die with the lie. We're not all equal. There's some of us who are superior physically. They've made their body a weapon of destruction or a weapon of harmonious integration. Then there's some who are totally out of weight, overweight, sickly, so on and so forth. In a world that is propelled by ignorance, propelled by people's beliefs and not facts, it's only going to get crazier in this world, unhealthier in this world. A world where your diet becomes a religion and you try to prostulate that belief of diet to everybody is a world gone mad. Your diet is your diet. It's not everybody's diet, and you shouldn't push it as it's everybody's diet. This is where the mistakes people make. When I make these videos, I'm not trying to find the straggler on the left-hand path who still isn't sure. I'm trying to find and work with those who really want to go deeper into the left-hand path so they could develop themselves within the left-hand path to be their own master on the left-hand path. This is why, as a Sith, we understand everything about passion. We feel every level of emotion there is to experience. We don't shun it. We don't meditate it away. We don't go to the mountains and smoke weed and cross our legs and act as if we don't feel. We feel it all. And that makes you more powerful because the minute you understand the depths of emotion, then you learn how to control that emotion to create your thoughts into reality. Your homework is to write 10 things, 10 major thoughts you always have, and then next to it, write if it's manifested or not. Look at each one of these 10 thoughts, and you will see why they haven't manifested. You really are not passionate about it. You're really not vested in those 10 things becoming a reality. Sounds nice. The thoughts are nice. Oh, these 10 things would be wonderful, but you're not vested in it. You're really not behind it. Your emotions, your passions are not behind it. That's what you will discover. These things are not benefiting you because you are not putting your emotions and passions behind the thoughts you want to manifest into reality. Write it down, you will see for yourself. And the ones that don't have any passion, cross it off your list. Those thoughts need to be removed altogether because they're never going to manifest because you're not passionate about it. You're not at all. The Sith believe when you do sorcery that your emotions, your passion should be so strong behind it that the mere thought of it not manifesting brings internal pain, emotional pain, mental pain, and anguish to you that it hasn't manifested. When you get to that point where your passion is ready to erupt, explode like an orgasm, then you'll start to understand sorcery and how you manifest things. Some of y'all took my class before and you had difficulty manifesting things. That's because you might have misunderstood what manifestation is. You don't manifest deities, demons, and so on and so forth because that's all based upon your perception. You either believe they're real or you don't. You believe they're an archetype. You believe their energy. You believe what you want. But that belief is what really determines the outcome of your rituals, the outcome of the results you get. I don't believe that anything is superior to me. I don't believe if there's a god or goddess that they're superior to me. Therefore, I do not place them on the level of a god or goddess. This is why I think for years y'all misunderstood me. I never said that there is no gods or goddesses in the way that you're interpreting it as if they're not real. What I did say is there is no gods or goddesses because I am a god. I am a god. And what does that mean? I don't have hocus pocus powers. I don't say let there be light and there's light. That's not what we're referring to, the mystical, spooky type of idea of what a god or goddess is. Simple. A god or goddess is taking responsibility and accountability for everything in their life, good, bad, ugly, or beautiful. And they go about the means of creating a new reality by mastering themselves, mastering their weaknesses, learning how to control their emotions, so on and so forth. And because of that, and the power to create, the power to do what I feel I must for my life, in that right makes me my own God. So I do not bow to any gods. Therefore, there is no gods to me. That's the truth of the matter. There is no gods to me. I'm separating God and myself when I do that. Gods and goddesses from myself when I do that. When the journey on the left hand path should be to separate yourself and isolate yourself from the paradigm of the belief that these gods have power over me, the belief that these gods can control me, and the belief I must worship and offer and grovel and pray to something that I've been taught is more superior to me, but never has been. Because the very essence of what is considered gods and goddesses is the very essence within myself. So if you want the truth, the gods and goddesses have always been afraid of you waking the hell up and realizing they have no power over you other than what you gave them. So therefore, they always going to be the masters over you because you allow them to be. You are just as powerful, if not even more powerful. The very essence of your creation scares the living crap of so-called gods and goddesses because you have parts that are superior to what they are. Some of these gods can only do the will of one side of existence. And let's just separate it into polarity. Some of these gods are light gods, they're light beings. They can only do the work of the light. There's only the light. They cannot affect or work in the dark. Then you have some beings that only can work in the dark and they cannot do or anything to affect the light. But humans scare the living crap of both sides. Demons and gods are scared of humans because humans are one of the rarest creatures in this universe and multiverses that have both polarities and essences within themselves. You have the power of dark and light within you. You have both and can use it with your own free will. Some of these dark or light beings cannot and do not have free will to access it either side. They are just one polarity and one polarity alone. You have the power of both. This is why you have gods and goddesses who've always tried to suppress human beings and control them and make you worship them for eternity. So long as you worship, you are not a threat to them. Same with dark gods, goddesses, demons. So long as you worship, you're not a threat to them. But the minute you wake up and realize I have something they don't, I have both polarities inside of me, which is why both sides are always trying to control humans. Because they know the minute you wake up, they all have to bow to you. They all have to bow to you. And that scares the living crap out of humans themselves because now the responsibility is mine and the power that is mine scares the living crap out of themselves because now I am that powerful becomes scary because I've always given my power to something else. When do we wake up? When do we wake up to this reality? You are more superior, more powerful than you believe yourself to be, but you'd rather give it away. In the Patreon classes, the whole goal of the Patreon classes to get you to the level where you no longer are in need of any of those things. You are no longer susceptible to those things. When you understand the principle of set and isolated consciousness, creating a new paradigm and breaking yourself free, Set wasn't with that old order. Set wasn't with that program. Set said, I'm my own God. I'm unique. I made sure I'm unique the way I was born into this world. Therefore, when do you tear away yourself from the womb of the matrix and create your own reality and your own paradigm? New paradigm based upon your growth and transformation, based upon your evolution. The time is here now. It's 2024. As I was saying, the Patreon classes are all geared for evolution, for you to break free, to create, to be the isolated one and break free from the old paradigm. That's what it's here for. Your choice if you join or not. In 2024, I'm not concerned no more about people joining classes or not. It is something that has to be deep inside them, something they have to be passionate about to become that God. That's a personal journey. I'm just enjoying teaching classes. I'm just enjoying making videos for as long as I have left to do this, as long as much time as I have before my passion runs out for doing this. I'm going to go full tilt and just share what I can. And those who decide, hey, we go further. But this is your time. 2024 is your time. Let's make something happen this year. All right? Let's make it happen this year. You are the God. You are the God. As long as you remember that, you will start breaking free from this worship and be the one that is worshiped. Infernal blessings to all.